What's up, Twitch? What's up, YouTube? We are in the building. Episode 66, Highway 66. It's been a journey, y'all. We are back in the building tonight, trying to get some artwork done, trying to make it happen. Life be lifing, traveling, you be moving around. And then when you have time to actually get the artwork done, that's right. Order 66. Damn, not even a Star Wars. Back in the Star Wars joint. There it is. We are in the building. But yeah, man, we moving around. And it's been like, this is 66 episodes in. I think it's been popping for like a year and like 8 or 9 months, right? So been in this game, doing it for a little while, trying to make this artwork happen, having some fun, but just wanted to kind of like reiterate why I even started this channel. So let me reintroduce myself. Christopher Mack. I'm an artist, so been an artist for a long time, but been ignoring the process, of me actually kind of like doing some artwork. So a few years back, I got a little iPad, saw people drawing on the iPad, so I decided to kind of like jump in myself. So been doing some sketches, here, a little there. But didn't really have like much purpose, you know what I mean? So it wasn't that much purpose happening. So what is it, 2020? 2020, been watching like, we always sitting around watching TV, watching Netflix, watching YouTube, a little bit more than most of us needed to be doing. But, got into this whole YouTube thing. So, I started seeing some artists kind of like spending, an hour. One guy, he was drawing like all day. Big shout out to Michael, what's his name? Nicola is his name. He'd be drawing for like 4 or 5 hours a day. And I was like, man, he was like really going in hard. Kind of like sharpened up his skills. So, I said, why don't I throw my hat in the game? This whole thing wasn't really about like me kind of like getting into really the YouTube game per se, being like a YouTuber and, trying to like get all these different followers, 1,000, this guy's like 1,000, 10,000 and main followers and all that, that's cool. It's a nice thing, even though I've been doing my little subscriber challenge that that some of y'all need to jump into, but truth of the matter is it ain't really about all of that. It was really about me documenting this kind of like this journey, this kind of like putting it out there and kind of like trying to like get into this artwork that I really, really love and this kind of like have some fun with it, and then be a little more consistent with it, be more consistent with my process. So that's really what this journey is about. That's really what this YouTube about. But, if you come along for the ride, I appreciate y'all coming along for the ride and hanging out with your boy. The real deal is that it takes a lot going on in the background. Some of y'all don't know, a lot goes on in the background. Every week I have to kind of like, create some sort of like front screen. Y'all see the front screen. I kind of take it off and on. Let me pop it on here real quick. Gotta create this thing every week, right? So you see 66, 65. I got some of them teed up here all the way back to 60 in here, 60. So it's going back and forth. And I was using some of the artwork that I was actually producing to have an image for promo, and I was actually doing it on Instagram. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try. So this is all a journey. So it's all kind of like trial and error. So started doing some Twitch. Started doing some of that. Trying to figure out what goes on there. There's a few artists I saw in there, but a lot of the artists that I even started following on Twitch stopped doing artwork on Twitch. Even some of the artists that I started following in 2020 stopped doing artwork on YouTube. But hey, it's a grind. Like I said, it's a grind in the background. You got to have like microphones. Y'all can't see. I got my computer here. I got the iPad here. Here's another camera. So it's a camera here. There's a light right here. There's another camera back here that I was going to use to actually not broadcast, but like record the process. So, I think one of the things that some of the YouTubers don't even really realize that it's a job. So you can imagine if you're doing this every day. If you're doing it every day, it's a job. So you want to have enough subscribers on here so that to make it worth your while, so that you can get some cash flow happening. So I can understand why, if you've been rocking out doing this for 2, 3 years, you get kind of burnt out, especially if you're doing it every day. Even if you have to produce something every week, you gotta, get in front of the camera. You got to create a script. You got to do the whole process. It's a process. So one of these days I'll do a background video and kind of like show you all my little pieces. I got a switcher over here. So a lot goes into getting this done. And it's like also that's like money. There's money going out. So the iPad costs money. The microphone costs money. You gotta have the stands. You gotta have mics. You gotta have headphones. Fortunately, I have I got a headphone on now here, and I got a microphone here. But when I first started out, I was using my iPad just to record. So I had 2 iPads going. Then I had the software on here. The software costs money. So it's just a whole process. But I'm still having fun. We're still in here. We're still on this journey, because the whole point of this was to kind of like record the whole process and actually force myself to draw my comic book. You know what I mean? But over the year and a half, I just realized that I just haven't really been doing. I did some pieces. You've seen some of the characters of the Futurati. That's the name of the comic book that I put out there. But it's but kind of like. Just kind of like honing in, even still kind of trying to hone in on my skill on the iPad and honing on my skills on Procreate. Today I was using another program. I think, what's this program called? Fresco, or W Fresco. Played around with it a little bit, not 100% comfortable with that particular program yet. So there's another artist that I watch. I think his name is Christopher Mack. His name is. So, he broadcasts, 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes he's on live. Sometimes he has recorded pieces. So, again, we're all on this journey, all trying to rock through this process. So we're gonna keep talking. But while we're talking, we're gonna go back to where we were a couple of weeks ago, and we were rocking out with the Dr. Doom. So, in the previous version of this Dr. Doom, I said I was going to do 2 different versions. I was going to do the old school version, and I was going to do a more newer school version. But I was just referencing this off the internet. So let's kind of recap. So this is the old school Doom that I did. I started dropping some colors on here. So yeah, this was the old school Doom. Still got a lot of work to do. To this Doom. I'm definitely gonna get back to this too. So now I have this one. So we're gonna kind of like, in the midst of me ranting here, we're going to the Dr. Dome. So back to the show. So I think somewhere late last year, maybe mid year 2023, Instagram decided to allow third-party software to do some broadcasting on their app, right? So I started to I did some Facebook in the beginning too, but Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call them, has been kind of tightening some things up. With that in mind, if you ain't have a certain amount of subscribers or whatever, I think it was like 100 subscribers on your Facebook channel, you weren't able to utilize their channel anymore. So it's like, you ain't got enough friends, we don't want you broadcasting. That's basically what they said. You ain't got enough friends, try another way to get some more friends, and then we'll let you broadcast. So they bumped me off my group channel that I had, my Mack Sketches channel that I had, right? It's still there. I just can't broadcast live there, right? All right, that's step one. So we're broadcasting on Instagram. I usually go about an hour, but sometimes, I want to go like, hour 15, hour 20. So now they've been bumping you off of Instagram if you're over an hour, right? Now, this is all just a play for them to utilize their own platform. Okay, they want you to utilize their platform and not use third-party platforms. I don't even know why they allowed it if you're only going to allow you to do an hour. Doesn't make any sense. All right, that's enough. Get off. So that's how they're approaching the whole situation. So that kind of pissed me off. So, with that in mind, I kind of like say, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna I'm just gonna get off Meta for a little while. And let me kind of like rethink the process, because it's annoying that just to kind of broadcast, and it started to become a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit too much to manage. Got the YouTube, the Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. So sorry guys, I'm not on Facebook no more for now. Okay. What I may end up doing is taking some of the broadcasts and then kind of like using them, but you have to kind of like catch it later. You know what I mean? So I don't want to, I'm not totally abandoning the Facebook audience. It's a good audience there. All the people like us are on Facebook more than even on Instagram, I think. So, even on YouTube, and Instagram, more people on Facebook. I like Instagram. Is probably my second favorite social media. YouTube is my favorite. I watch it too much. Watch too much YouTube, but so be it. So that's the reason what's going on with the whole YouTube trying to broadcast here and trying to deal with pitfalls and all that. So, what y'all think? I was trying to do the subscriber challenge. Got 1 subscriber. So I'm not in the algorithm yet, guys. I'm not in the algorithm yet. I'm still debating if I want to go on every day. I can't go on every day, but I can go on maybe 5 times, maybe 6 times a week at the most. So that whole process is in debate. But y'all can help me out. Y'all can let me know if y'all would like that. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna make no sense for me to jump on every day if y'all not gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? So I could use some help with that. What's the interest? Because like I said, this whole broadcasting live on the internet is a job and a process within itself. This is not a complaint. We're just talking here. Just talking here. Just trying to find purpose in drawing. There's another artist that I watch on, he goes primarily on Instagram. But he's usually like the late night, jump on at 11, 12, and 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes. So I usually catch his replays on Instagram. But he broadcasts directly on Instagram. He's on there for like an hour, 2 hours. His name is Elliot Fernandez. Great artist. Got some great work. He does great work. He was working on a comic for a while, but I don't know if that's still happening. See, it's like me. Get distracted by the foolishness. Well, let's say we get distracted by life. Life is full of distractions, and then you don't get anything done. So all the young folk that dreams and ambition, don't get distracted. Don't get too distracted. It's easy. Stay focused. You achieve some of your dreams. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Because if you don't get it done, you'll never get it done. Anyway, shout out to my man Lucas. Lucas had his solo show in Geneva, New York at Hobart William and Smith College. Man, the work was awesome. The work was incredible. I really enjoyed it. So the solo show, hung it all by himself, man. Hung the show, charcoal, pastels. It was nice. It was real nice. So shout out to Lucas. Another thing that I wanted to do as like a show per se, I was gonna add to this show was that do some comic book reviews. So like I would like get my little. So sometimes I go to conventions, right? Go to comic conventions, and I don't usually, as of late, hasn't been buying like the last 5-10 years. Have not been buying that much Marvel stuff. As of late, I bought more Marvel stuff than I ever have bought in the last 10 years. In the last 5, 6 months or so, they have raised the bar a little bit to me. They've gotten back to the core value of like really incredible storylines. At least some of the writers has gotten to that point now. So yeah. But I wanted to kind of like highlight some of the, lower end artists, the artists that are not working for Marvel, and highlight some of their comic books. Still on the table. The problem is having I need a camera that's kind of like right here, so that I can show it. I can pull out my book and I can show the comic book. Or maybe there's a way I can do it kind of like digitally. I still haven't solved the problem yet. So I still want to do it. I think that some of those artists deserve some, like, it's not like it's like 20,000 and y'all sitting here like, yo, what's the next hot comic book that's coming out? But I appreciate y'all. This needs to come down. So I know I'm doing this like we're gonna get through this Dr. Doom piece. Play around with some color. Let's bring this down. So that's the story, guys. That's the story for the Mack Sketches channel. Y'all gonna let me know what y'all think about any of that. Or not. It would have been dope. I mean, I like the idea that Doctor Doom has like those. I mean, you got to see. But I think would have been dope for Doctor Doom. Would have been if he had like some lenses in there. What y'all think about that? So see, there's a piece here like this. Okay. I'm gonna I need to kind of like flatten out this black. Put on another layer. A lot of layers on here. There's a bunch of stuff on here. Let's see what we got. We're doing a sketch of Doom. I think I was thinking about doing Deadpool. Okay. All right. I want this to be full on black. How much time you take kind of like trying to fill in color? All right, so what you don't have is let's tighten this up. All right, so this is going to be slightly different because I'm going to tighten this up. Get all this here. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow, lighten up this green a little bit. me see something cool. All right, so we got a little something happening here. I have to fix this here. All right, then I'm gonna have to erase that or this like overlay. Which one should I do? Do it like this? No, I can't do that. It's better there. All right, I have to erase a lot of it. This would have been cool. See, because I'm not a traditional, like, I don't never worked in the comic book business per se, but you watch some of the comic book artists, they have certain methods getting certain pieces done. You know, I'm so non-traditional in my drawing style. That's cool. There's other artists that I watch. He was drawing Dr. Doom. He has an unconventional style. He has an unconventional style that I like a lot. He has a Sean Crystal. He drew a cool Dr. Doom. I mean, I really like what he did. He kind of like offset the colors. He should draw a art book. And he draws and paints traditionally. He don't use all this fancy stuff. this fancy digital stuff. He's all about the keeping the craft alive, my guys. Keeping the craft alive. I ain't mad at that. I need to kind of hone back into some of the traditional tools. Get back to the ink, pen and ink, pencil, and pen and ink. I think it would be cool. Which I think. What's going on here? What is that? There must be something on this piece here. It's weird. Oh, wrong layer. There's something there. Can I see that? I need to erase that too. So you see, you got those eyes. You know what I mean? Put that in there. One of these weeks, I'm going to do a artist to watch. I'll put y'all on to some of the other artists that I've been watching. Trying to draw some inspiration from. I'll pull up some of their pages or whatever, Instagrams, YouTubes. Okay. No. I think I still got this one popping. Hold on. Yeah. So what should happen is this. Actually, we can do this another way. See, again, like non-traditional. Those of y'all who really know how to use these tools know it's a better way of doing it than what I just did. Right there. Starting to look like something. I need some more dark shadows on this thing. All right, where we at? Still got a couple of y'all here hanging out. Appreciate y'all jumping in. Starting to have some fun with this. Too much. What's that lighter? All right. Soda today. All right, a couple more lines, guys, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here. You feel me? Gonna roll up out of here. It's weird to me. Is it full? That's the problem. Okay. I Why is it not the same color? All right, guys, this is my Dr. Doom rendition. Not done yet. It's a lot more to do. Need to kind of like get this sorted out. I don't know. What y'all think? Something like that. All right, y'all. I'd like to thank all of y'all for stopping in. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to have to catch y'all on the next one. One love. Y'all be safe. I see y'all on the other side.